Hello friends, I'm here today, after I've read all the books for this vlog, to introduce this reading Christmas romance reading vlog. I went to go edit and I don't know where the intro went. I'm honestly not even sure I filmed an intro at this point. So, what you're gonna see is reading Christmas romance. I don't really remember the order that I read them in. I think I started with Holiday Hoax by Maggie Cole. I did also read the second book in this series, Holiday Hire. I read Christmas Sweater Weather by Jacqueline Snow. And sorry, had to consult my reading journal to make sure I got the title right. Once Upon a Christmas Tree by Lulu Moore. So now we are going to go back in time to a week ago when I started this reading vlog originally. Hi guys, it is Friday night. I honestly should have did this update as soon as I got home, but now I'm in like my moo and my hair is all kinds of crazy. And today at work, I listened to Holiday Hoax by Maggie Cole. This one is it's not like super Christmassy, but it does take place at Christmas. The main girl, what's her name? Georgia, starts an internship and kind of butts heads with her bosses a little bit. He's grumpy, she's super sunshine, and then he is trying to become CEO of his like family business, and his dad wants him to come home for Christmas the entire month of December, basically as like a blackmail almost, of like the dad's not going to give him the CEO, step down and give him the CEO position if he doesn't do it. So he's got to go home. He's worried about his mom trying to set him up. She kind of mentions like, oh, there's some people I want you to meet, and he's like, oh, can't do that, have a girlfriend. And so he has to find a girlfriend. TV got loud for a second. He has to find a girlfriend, and he asks Georgia if she will pretend to be his wife. I didn't really understand how he made the jump from like girlfriend to wife, why it had to be that, but they end up getting married so that he can bring her home and his mom won't try to introduce her to stuff. I guess I kind of understand now that I'm thinking about it why the jump was made, because he's been engaged, I think it was like 4 times or something, and things have always happened with his previous fiancés. But yeah, anyway, they enter into a deal where she will become his wife for just the month of December, and then they will have it annulled in January. Obviously they fall for each other while they're doing it. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't as Christmassy as I wanted it to be. Maybe because it takes place in Texas. It's like their like office is in Dallas, and I forget exactly where it was supposed to be, like the small town that his hometown was, but I think because it takes place in Texas, it's like we don't have a real winter, so it wasn't super Christmassy. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I did really enjoy it. There is a sequel that I saw like right after on Instagram, like right as I was finishing up this book. I saw the audiobook. I don't know if I said that. I listened to the audio. But I saw on Instagram that there's like a second one coming out that's like his brother is a single dad. It's like a single dad nanny romance. So we may add that to the TBR for this video as well. I don't know how many books I'm going to read for this until I feel like I'm not really over Christmas, but I need a break from Christmas is probably when this video will be over. But yeah, tonight I think I'm going to start the Lulu Moore one, because I can read that on my phone, because that one should be on KU. And then I have the other 2 that will be physical books this weekend, because there are no plans this weekend. So we're gonna stay home and we're gonna read and we're gonna be Christmassy. Hi guys, it is Saturday. I finished, what's it called? Once Upon a Christmas Tree by Lulu Moore. And I guess I kind of read somewhere, maybe on her Instagram, that it was the prequel to a new series. But I didn't realize that that meant it wasn't going to be this couple's full story. So this one is about, the main male character is, I think his brother is like a duke or something in England, and starts off, the brother is supposed to be getting married. Well, they find out that fiance is cheating on him, so they like snatch the brother up and basically like take him away from having to deal with everything. They end up in Aspen, and our main male character does not like Christmas and Christmas time because that is the time when his father passed away. So, and like I guess it kind of had something to do with him, and so he feels a lot of guilt about it. But they end up in Aspen, and he meets the owner of the Christmas tree farm and the like Christmas tree decoration store, and she like helps run the bakery, and she helps judge the like gingerbread house contest, and so she's like very big into Christmas, and he's not about Christmas at all. So I guess it's a little bit of opposites attract that way, and the fact that she is very working class and he is kind of this nobility ranking. His brother is really, but he's like one of the ones next in line or whatever. So him and his brothers are spending the month of December in Aspen, and him and the owner of the Christmas tree farm like spend a lot of time together, and it was super cute. But it ended with a like kind of a cliffhanger of like, oh, same time next year we can meet up again, and she agrees to that. And then it flashes forward to like another epilogue of the brother that was supposed to be getting married and like him dealing with life. I think it was like 5 or 6 months later, I think is what it said. And it's that brother's story is the first book that we're getting in September. So, tiny bit devastated about that. Now I have a little bit more time. I do need to do some cleaning in a little bit, but I'm not doing anything else for the rest of the weekend, so I'm not really in a hurry to do that. So I have these two that I'm gonna have to pick which one. This one will be easier to read, but I kind of feel like I want to start this one just because I'm a little bit more excited about it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Christmas Sweater Weather by Jacqueline Snow. Brother's best friend? Yes, Christmas is both naughty and nice when a single dad and his best friend's sister celebrate with some secret romance and festive fun. So yeah, this is what I'm going to pick up next. Hi guys, it is Sunday now. Do have a bit of a reading update for you. I was reading yesterday Christmas Sweater Weather by Jacqueline Snow. I think I'm a little over halfway through it. I'm really enjoying it so far. I just totally knocked over everything. My sister and I met Jacqueline Snow at Book Bonanza this year, and I've since read her, I don't remember what the series is called, but it's like First Meet Foul is the first one, and they're like college sports romances. And like that series, this one is super easy to read. It flows really well. I really like her writing style. But I think I like this one a little bit more because the characters are older. They're not like, I think he's like 31 or 32, and there's a 5-year age gap. So she's in her late 20s, he's in his early 30s. But yeah, I really like this one a lot better so far just because of the characters' ages. I am just kind of, like I said, I'm a little over halfway, and so I'm kind of getting to the point where they're like, kind of like, one of their main issues of not being together is that he was worried that her brother, his friend, would not approve, and due to like somebody else there with the friend group, the brother was like, why would I care if she's happy? So he's kind of like starting to like admit his feelings to himself and kind of to her. He has a single dad. I kind of thought his daughter was going to be in the book a little bit more, but she's not. She is at home with his parents, and he is on the trip for the like pre-wedding festivities. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this one so far, and I'm hoping to finish this one today. I do have to go to the grocery store here in a minute, which is why I decided to go ahead and update you so that I would stop reading and go get my groceries. I also last night watched Twisters because I did never see that in the movie theater. I get where they're coming from about why they cut out that kiss scene, but you needed to redo the whole movie because the whole movie was leading up to a kiss and it didn't happen. Anyway, while I was watching that, I ended up downloading Holiday Higher by Maggie Cole, book 2 in that same series that I read earlier. I don't know how I feel about this one. I think I'm probably like 20-ish% in. I read most of it last night, a little bit more this morning before I decided to pick up this one. It doesn't feel like the same. Like, I know the family in the first one is the reason that like he thinks he has to pretend to be married and all that kind of stuff. But the family in this one really seems like very overbearing. Like, it's not even just like he thinks that they don't think that he can take care of his children, that he needs a nanny, which is the premise of this one. He's a single dad. The parents have been helping him like take care of his 2 sons, but they're going on a trip for like the holidays, and they basically hire a nanny for him and then just like tell him like, oh yeah, we hired her, she's gonna be the nanny for the boys, like she's moving into your house. And like, it's not even just like he feels like they think he can't take care of his children. Like, I don't feel like they think he can take care of his children. And normally I'm like, no, they have better intentions than that, you just have to tell them. But this one I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. But yeah, I think this one's gonna be not necessarily even a grumpy sunshine, but like an opposites attract thing. Like, she is a art teacher from California and he is the owner of this ranch in Texas. But yeah, I'm gonna give this one a little bit more time. I don't know how I feel about it though. I liked the setup of book 1 a lot better than I like this one anyway. But yeah, grocery shopping, meal prepping, back for more reading is the plan today. No football today because our team plays Monday Night Football. But that's the plan. Hi guys, I'm here to finally wrap up this video and tell you about the last 2 Christmas books that I read. So first I finished Holiday Higher by Maggie Cole. I'm gonna give this one 3 stars. I didn't really enjoy this one. I thought the characters and the premise of book 1 were a lot better. For me, I didn't really love these characters or love this setup. Basically, the woman is hired by his family to be the nanny for this single father who has 2 boys. And then they start to hook up, like, after he finally decides that he likes her. But he doesn't actually know if she's broken up with her boyfriend when they first start hooking up. And then later on, one of his ex-hookups kind of comes into the picture, and she, like, basically accuses him of wanting to be back with that woman, even though he gave no indication that he did. And even though she had a boyfriend when they started this, as far as I could tell, she had a boyfriend then anyway. And then the ex-boyfriend comes back into the picture and he accuses her of wanting to be back. And it was just a lot of unnecessary miscommunication, I guess. Unnecessary drama. Yeah, I just didn't love it. Wasn't for me. I enjoyed book 1 a lot more. And then I also finished Christmas Sweater Weather by Jacqueline Snow. I really enjoyed this one. This one is about a woman who is on the way to this little, like, ski resort thing for her her brother and his fiance are doing like a bachelorette weekend thing with other friends. And on the way there, she ends up in this accident. Her car goes off the road. Her brother's best friend ends up being the one to save her and take her the rest of the way to the resort. And while they spend a lot of time together at the resort, because neither of them really like to ski, they were just going for like the party. And they spend a lot of time there. They kind of start to realize that both of them have feelings for each other. He's a single dad, so that is kind of the main conflict, is something about his daughter's mother. And one thing I didn't love is that the main female character in this one, she kind of just like let it go. Like, he broke up with her and explained, you know, like, I have to figure things out. She deserves my daughter deserves my attention there. And like, she even gave him the option of like, well, like, we can figure this out together. And he was like, no. And she still like texted her brother and was like, hey, he's going through something. He's going to need you. And I was just like, I need you to be a little bit selfish, just a tiny bit selfish. And yeah, not that I wanted her to stick up for herself anymore, because I don't think she really needed to stick up for herself, but I kind of just like hold a grudge a tiny bit, you know, just a tiny bit. It almost seemed she seemed too perfect. Maybe that's what I mean. So yeah, that is reading Christmas novellas in the middle of November. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!